How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the M2 Motor YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be working on a car. No, it's not my Mustang or the SLK. It's going to be a Honda S2000 that I'm doing in a Stance Parts air cup kit for. And before I get started, I got to move obviously these two cars out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and let's get started. Here is Mark's Honda S2000. Pretty clean. It's wrapped a matte white. Originally it's the silver color. Has some BBS wheels. It's on, I believe, BC Racing coilovers. Overall, really nice car. Has obviously carbon, side splitters, front lip, and the rear diffuser. Couple small flaws with the car that is going to get redone. The wrap on the front and rear bumper is lifting a little bit, so that needs to be redone. The car is here from Chicago. Mark is a new Las Vegas transplant. Here's some shots of the interior. Overall, the car's in pretty good shape. It's got a little over 100,000 miles on it, but overall, nice shape. Under the hood's pretty much stock, and the trunk, same thing. He has some stereo upgrades, and then the car also has an exhaust. I don't know what kind, but that pretty much rounds out the mods. Today he's going to have me install the Stance Parts air suspension air cup kit. So this is the setup. And if you're not familiar with Stance Parts or air cups are, essentially it's this piece here that goes between in the coilover, so you drive at your normal height like Mark is now, and if you come across any speed bumps or driveways that you need help with, there is an air compressor obviously, and then this piece right here, this air cup, expands and lifts the car up about 1.5 to 2 inches to help give you a little bit more clearance to make things easier. And when you order this kit, Mark opted for the full complete package, so it has wiring and everything that you need, compressor and tank. Some people opt for only the compressor and no tank. That is a very slow lift when you have it on, but this way it's easier for him. So I'm just go ahead and get started on this install. And also, M2 Motoring is a dealer for Stance Parts. As you can see in the time lapse, I have the car in the air on jack stand safely. I'm going to work on one side at a time for the actual Stance Parts air cup kit. So when I do one side at a time, run the lines, get everything done there, then work on the other side. Usually I do fronts then rears, but this, just to make sure the cup kit fits correctly, on each corner, I could just do one side at a time. All fours on jack stand, so I'm not really worried about the tension on the sway bar. As you can see here, the engine bay is very clean. This is S2000, very well taken care of. It's a Chicago car. I didn't really see any rust or anything, so that's really nice. Underside of the hood is perfect. But yeah, I'm gonna get started. Obviously, you have to loosen the nuts up here. These are 214s, I believe. The brake line, gotta remove that. The sway bar, and then remove the 2 bolts for the upper mounts, so this can swing out of the way so I can get the coilover out. So just a quick update. a little messier now, but I did get the first strut out, got it reassembled, and then have the stance parts cut in. Long story short, you have to disassemble the entire top hat, take everything out, including the retaining clip and the other washer. Move the lower perch down, put the cup on, or test fit the cup, put the spring on, test fit the cup, make sure it goes past the where the retaining clip is. And once you get that, get some decent, once everything lines up how it's supposed to, then you reassemble it. And then once you have the top mount torqued down, you go ahead and adjust the perch and the preload and make sure it's, you know, good. So that's pretty much where we're at here. It is solid. So I have this in. I just have to tighten up all the bolts on the lower suspension, or the suspension in general. So the two upper arms, the lower bolt, and the sway bar end link, and then also the brake line. And then this corner will be done, and I'm gonna work on one of the rears. I'm thinking about doing the other front right now too, but I should be able to get everything done today in terms of the struts itself, running the lines and getting the shocks in. Obviously this is a coilover setup, so I'm able to move this car and get it back off jack stands. And if all the lines around everything's clean up and all I gotta do is electrical, that means tomorrow I don't have to put the car on jack stands again. So that's my goal for today. So let me keep going. I apologize for not filming the entire process. I really wanted just to focus and figure this out. This is my first time putting the Stance Air Cup kit into a car also. I've sold a few sets, but have not installed one. So I just want to make sure, and I was being careful and doing everything the right way. So that's good there. So on to the next corner. Or next corner, whichever. Alright, so I have the passenger front coilover out to put the stance part cup in. First thing I do is remove the 14 adjustment knob. Then from there to 17, then you disconnect disassemble the whole thing, and then I will pick up from there once I do it, because it's hard working with one hand. Alright, the 14's out, the 17's obviously right here. Take out the upper mount. From there you remove the spring. Move it over here so I don't scratch the coil over. Move the spring. And then from there, you're gonna wanna remove this ring, right? And then there behind here is a clip, and you'll wanna remove this and then trim down the bump stop. But you'd wanna take all this out to fit the stance part cut kit before anything. Finished putting in the passenger front strut. The driver one's already done. Gonna start working on the rears now. But as you can tell, it's getting dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the light equipment out and start working on that side, then come back to this one. And like I said, I hopefully can get the lines ran today. If not, I'll do that tomorrow along with the wiring. But at least the heavy mechanic part is done, so I can put a lot of the tools away and not have to deal with it. Let's go.
One pair of pants later.
So this is the next day. I worked on the S2000 for quite a while yesterday, And because of the poor lighting at night, a lot of the content that I captured before the GoPro died, unfortunately, can't use any of it. It turned out pretty bad, so I decided to scrap that. But I wanted to update you with what I have finished. So the air cup setup is installed on all four corners and installed. The lines are all ran, tucked, and cleaned up like I always do. The only thing I have left to do is to put the tank, compressor, and the relays in, and then also run the electrical wiring to make sure everything turns on and works. So this is pretty much everything that's kind of sitting there. The underneath the hood took me a little while longer to get everything done because Mark has a really cool shroud setup that cleans up the engine bay, but had to be real careful taking that apart. Those are his wheel caps, obviously. I haven't put those back on yet in case I didn't take the wheels off for any reason. But there's the tank compressor, some of the wiring, and then this is the bottom piece of the center trunk for the S2. This is made out of plastic. It is pretty rigid compared to most trunk pieces, but I do anytime I do an air install or anything like this, I do cut a piece of wood to support so it doesn't break. Initially, when you install this kind of stuff, it holds up generally okay. It's more over time and, you know, vibrations and stuff bouncing around, the plastic will slowly crack and then break. So using a piece of wood just helps reinforce it all and make it more solid. The edges on the wood, it's pretty flush with the sides, so what I did was I actually have it outside. I just spray painted it black and all that, so it just blends in better instead of seeing just raw wood. You know, just little touches that I like to do just to clean up the install. But yeah, I'm just literally just waiting for paint to dry, so I'll get back on it and start assembling the tank and everything on here once the wood's dry. As you saw in the time lapse, I have the tank and the compressor now mounted. The one funny thing is, because I've never installed one of these smaller size viars, the filter doesn't hook directly up to the compressor, which I do prefer. They want you to remotely relocate it, but there's nowhere really in the trunk of the S2000 where this can sit without making a rattle or anything sound. So I just decided to make a short hose with it here. Mark's not taking his car to car shows and all that. He's just installing this to have fun. So this makes servicing the filter actually really easy to do. Also, I ran the main power wire through the firewall. So the wire is already there. I just need to tuck and clean it up. It's ran through the firewall. It's just kind of hanging out here. I need to run it through the door sill and then up through the rear, so we have power there. Slowly but surely getting closer and closer to getting this done. I'm actually doing all the easy stuff right now. The part that's not my particular favorite is all the wiring, which I can do, but it's just a lot of cleaning, tucking, cleaning, and doing a whole lot. So this is like the instruction manual of where to do everything and the relay. Oh, I also ran the main line for the switch already, so that's ran and done. So yeah, getting pretty close. After this is all done, drop everything back in, turn the system on, test it if everything works correctly. Reassemble the trunk area, put all the carpeting back in. You need to put a slit or two in the carpet to run the lines through. And drop everything back in and everything should fire right up. Getting pretty close to being finished. The grounds are all ran, all the power wire, the remote wire, everything's ran. Everything's hooked up on the tank itself. All I have left is the air valves to hook up and do a little bit more wiring. Just as a FYI, the stance parts kit, if the battery's in front of the car and everything's in the rear, there's not enough wiring, so you may want to get some extra wiring before you start the install process. Fortunately for me, have plenty of this stuff. Also, extra connectors and whatnot. They give you just enough to get it done depending on your car setup, but generally from a small car like this S2000, whatever they supplied was not enough. Getting real close. Can't wait to have this done.
2,000 years later.
Finished install late last night. Had to clean up a couple things on the wiring and trying to get things organized. The car's pretty much done. So the only thing I didn't do was put one trunk interior piece back in because of the adjustment valves for the up and down. Still got to play with it and fine tune it for him, but I just wanted to show you exactly how it is. So his remote is down here. And the only thing you have to do with this is just press the button, it goes up and it lights up, and that means it's on, and then you press it again and it drops the car. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. So you can see the car raises up. In the rear it goes really high. In the front I'm not sure why it's not going as high, but it still, you know, gives about an inch or so lift. The rear gives about 1.5 inch lift. But overall, pretty cool setup for those that do not want to run an air suspension setup and want to keep your handling of coilovers. This is a really nice alternative. The car still drives the same. I've test driven it. And also, M2 Motoring is also a dealer for stance parts. So from here, all I have to do is take the car over to Kaiju to get the alignment redone. And from there, it'll be pretty much good to go. Just wanted to say thank you again for tuning in. Definitely appreciate it. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Still doing the 1,000 subscriber merch giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to give away some merch. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe to this channel again, and also follow our socials on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. See you on the next episode.